She was torturing a beggar. Let's see what equipment she has. She's basically weaponless as well. She can have this one. That's better than nothing. Oh, this one is even better. 60. That's Eldari long rifle. That's for you for sure. Shows she is super tanky. That's like a heavy armor. She's a beast. Shuriken catapult. 6 to 9. That's a burst weapon. She can fire rate 8. We'll have to try that out. Can be brutal. What was this? 5 agility. Plus 28 dodge against attacks of opportunity. That will be enough, I think. She can get... She can get one of those. Okay, we found one crew member. Activate the switch.
State your intention.
The Emperor protects. With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Demolition. Yeah, we don't have tech use yet. We have to find our tech priest. Portal to the arena. Yeah, we need tech use before we do this place. Can we go over there? No, we can't. Razor sharp Neil. Okay.
The Divine watches over us!
Where the hell are we? Oh, damn maggot. We need Pascal. Take use again. Pascal, where are you? Whack. To the Atomical Opera. Ah. Goods.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Not this way, meat. Okay. Resistance fighter. So we got armor. Interesting.
Know your duty.
Lift to the mangled sector. That was the Abelard was there, I think. People are just getting killed all over the place here.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Let's see here. Ballistic skill. Shoot the corpse. This must be the chute that carries your unconscious body down here. Shoot the corpse.
I have proven myself yet again.
Tracking boots. Hot on the trails. Extra turn is triggered. Wear gains +1 AP and Agi movement XP for an extra turn. Yeah, we'll take all these. I think we're gonna equip those. Looked pretty good. Tracking boots, and this one was... Whenever you use running gun, they gain +8. Yeah, we'll take that one. Right.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Lore of the Warp. Okay, we're back here. So it took a swirl around in a circle. Let's see where we go here then. Goods. We need Pascal. Mangled sector. Yeah, it's
The divine watches over us.
Abelard. Here we go.
I rise above hardships.
You barely recognize your loyal seneschal, Abelard the Versarian, in his pitiful, hunchbacked figure. His officers bearing, his broad shoulders, his direct and piercing gaze all gone without a trace. What you see before you is a decrepit, quivering old man rummaging through malodorous refuse and mumbling under his breath. Let's see. It takes you a second to make sense of his hoarse lisp. Lisp. His lisping. Quathorian love white amasek and fruits. Of course, love. The children are making mischief again. Quathorina, where are you? The old man's frail voice is laden with tenderness and longing. Seneschal, this is your Lord Captain speaking. Oh, Quathorina. Abelard laughs faintly and immediately launches into a bout of coughing. Deep lines run across his face, and a blurry film cataracts clouds his eyes. The drive stems are at it again, another council session, another appealing to the logititums. They will never be satisfied, love, until they make us and our children disappear. Perhaps we should give in. You always said that the Dragonus is not your home, love. Abelard is looking past you at someone only he can see. There is a timid smile in his trembling lips. Would you like that, love? Would you rather leave it all behind, go somewhere far away from our toils? Let's see here. We have -10 on everything here. Persuasion and coercion is almost the same. Well, let's take coercion. Seneschal Abelard Versarian, Seize this display. You serve rogue trader von Valancius, not your fantasies. I failed? Your words fall on deaf ears. The old man's attention remained focused on his conversation with a phantom. No, Abelard, your family is not here. They are waiting for you. Failed again. The old man continues to look through you blindly, as if incapable of realizing your presence. Well, inject him. A dose of stimulants tends to send spasms down his limb, and you fear his heart might rupture. But then clarity brightens his gaze. Abelard looks at you and takes a shuddering breath. Saint's blood, Lord Captain, you're alive! With a groan, Abelard tries to straighten his hunched back. Thank the God Emperor, death has not found you yet. Then again, given the circumstances, it may be for the worst. Is this damn thing still with us then? Abelard withered finger points at Irliet. There will be no rest for my weary bones. You will find no rest in this place with me or without me, grey-haired monkey. What happened to you? Abelard is racked by an old man's hacking cough. That thrice-blasted Xenos simply shucked me aside like a piece of rubbish. I went to look for you or for help, and I ended up here. This is where it found me, that thing. Memory fails me, all I can remember is bits and pieces. And needles. It pumped something out of me, and pumped something in. I seem to be in one piece except that creature. Abelard tries to wipe his stained coat with a trembling hand. How should I put it? Its needle siphoned the strength out of me. I feel older by a good decade or two. He touches his face and exclaims in surprise. My word, I think I'm older. That could be why I started seeing things. I never thought I'd live long enough to go senile. What was the thing that attacked you? He shudders. A spawn of nightmares, so ghastly, my mind refuses to picture a clear image of it. Nothing but meat, metal, and many, many needles. It feasted on me, feasted on my very soul. It would have devoured me whole if it hasn't gored itself on another before me. We will find a way to restore your time to you, Seneschal. Pray, Lord Captain, there is enough strength in this body yet. Your Seneschal will not be so easily broken by some... He groans and clutches his side. I could just use a brief respite. Who is Quatarina? Abelard gives you a tense, embarrassing look. My late wife, Lord Captain. I think in time I wander around here, my sanity may have suffered. A temporary lapse, I hope. It appears my mind can no longer stomach the kind of horrors this place has to offer. I saw her by my side, I saw a different time, a different place. Where are the others? I have not the faintest idea, your lordship. All I can say is I have managed to survive down here. The others stand a chance too. There were no weaklings in your retinue. I for one had enough of this heap of filth. It is time to move, Abelard. I could not agree more, Lord Captain. I serve House von Valancius. Abelard salutes you with a shaking hand, and the ghost of his unusual stern expression returns to his wrinkled face. Okay, let's see here.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
God damn it. Let's see if we can... Stolen time. I can't see what it does. Stolen time. Oh, it says here. Have stolen Edvards's health and vigor, aging him several decades. Okay, so it just says that.
Light of terror, guide our way.
So, yeah, he's out with... It doesn't have equipment either. Let's see. Let's give him medium. What's this? He was best with melee. Two-handed. We'll give him this. It's what he's good at. Give him a healing kit as well. Yeah, that will do. Alright, goods. Looking at the revolting puddle of ichor that reeks of suffering, you can barely make out what remains of the bones. Some unfortunate soul that appears to have been digested or regurgitated. As indicated by the bloody trail, a body was recently dragged through here.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Yeah, I can't move there. Okay.
What is it?
Okay, so let's make a save.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Know your duty.
Mistress Elliot, the ship's crew would be less alarmed if you made the slightest effort not to frighten them.
Monkey fears are not my concern. And even if I wanted to assuage them, your kind will never cease to fear those who stand above them. I have learned much in my exile.
Skin the corpse. What's this? Camelolane skin. The Drukari warrior skin was stitched with flexible crystal threads whose colors shift and match their surroundings and conceal the wearer. That's weird. We'll take it. No.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
We're not doing demolition. We do not have enough. We have the wrong person. Demolition was Argenta. We can do demolition. That was 65%. That's higher at least. Misfit. Sealess Thug. Imperial Guards. Maybe this is the Commissar's place. Yeah, we got a Commissar over here. Let's save and see what it says. We don't have the entire group yet, so... makeshift Aquilia looks somewhat pitiful, but the evident diligence and passion that went into its creation speaks of the piety of its makers. Commissar. The stately man is a commissar's coat, and a tall service cap greets you with the sign of the Aquilia and a solemn announcement. Another loyal servant of the throne has found its way to us through these confounded catacombs. Fear not, approach. If you have the faith of the Emperor, then you will find only allies here. Make the Aquilia. The Emperor protects. Indeed, the Emperor protects. The Commissar, imperious booming voice, repeats your call, and the rest follows suit. Look at the Commissar. One might think that the archetypical Commissar from the Imperial Guard propaganda posters are all life drawings of this man. He was a large and powerful jaw, his eyes are hard and fearless, and the small scar over his brow adds a certain rugged charm to his feature. His coat, though worn, has been diligently cleaned and mended. and the skull of his tall cap has been polished to a shine. Who are you? The man replies with a clipped precision. Commissar Aiko Sotnie. But my brothers and sisters in arms prefer to call me simply the Commissar. I was assigned to the regiment of the Vicentian Sueves, and I fought in the battle for the world of Kemalt Secundus, where I was wounded and taken prisoner while unconscious. Having recovered from my wounds, I carry on the fighting the wicked Xenos as the head of the local resistance cell, which I founded. The Commissar's speech is vehement and decisive. My valorous comrades and I sabotaged the enemy's activities while we devised our plan of escape. The streets of Comora are like a maze of spiderwebs into which the Dark Ones lure unfortunate souls. Each thread that leads to freedom turns out to be another cruel deception in the end. You must have faced many a danger here. What power do contemptible inhumans have to threaten true faith? What does your resistance do? The Commissar observes his humble army and says with enthusiasm, our first ongoing objective is to keep bolstering our ranks by seeking out prisoners who haven't yet lost faith and willingness to oppose our nefarious jailers. Our second priority is to arm ourselves and train. I teach my soldiers the basics of guard tactics in order to mold them into a fully fledged assault unit. Most importantly, we gather information and plot our escape, and the day when we pave the road to freedom with the corpses of detestable Xenos in Nye. The Commissar's rallying shout makes his people square their shoulders and proudly straighten their backs, and responds with a fierce war cry. I require medical assistance. The Commissar examines you critically. You do not look too badly injured, and we are suffering from a severe shortage of medical supplies. Better to save what we have for a critical situation. What were the circumstances of your capture? We engaged the enemy on the world of Kemalt Secundus in the Marcayan marshes of the Calicis sector. The loathsome foe of humanity were known to launch raids in the area, so we received orders to defend the good subjects of the Imperium. When the profaners descended upon us, we gave them no quarter. The enemy was routed and my unit drove them back to their ships. Our counterattack drove a wedge into their advancing horde and thwarted the invasion, but it also meant we were cut off on both flanks and surrounded. We fought valiantly for several hours to stop the enemy ranks from forming for the new onslaught, until we depleted our munitions reserves. By that time, our superior officer had already fallen, so I led my people in a bayonet charge. We taught the Xenos a lesson in blood, and then I had no memory of how the battle ended. I came to the consciousness in this foul place, disarmed and on the verge of death. I thought I'll die, but it was not yet time for the emperors to release me from his service. Malice sent me here for your head. However, I have no desire to cause you harm. The Commissar lets out a contemptuous laugh and nods approvingly at you. That scaled miscreant has long since wanted me dead. He craves my soldiers. He forces us from our base to this perilous. He forced us from our base to this perilous place, but he will pay for his schemes soon. Once my plan is set in motion, it is a disgrace to serve one such as he. You ought to join our ranks instead. Together we will break out this accursed city. What is your escape plan? The commissar speaks in brisk and is brisk and energetic. Some of our own have captured a small Xenos ship that was moored for repairs at a remote, unused dock. They eliminated the crew quietly, but left the pilot alive to sail the ship back to real space. We can get to the dock through a dimensional portal located at our old base. If the monkey have managed to capture the vessel, they were permitted to do so. If they were permitted to do so, ere let cost you a meaningful look, the plan is doomed to fail. Regrettably, Malice and his Shriekers drove us out and took over the base. So the first order of business will be to confront him there. I propose that you take him by surprise and deliver the first strike. We will support the attack from the outside. Logic test failed. The commissar's plan is bold, and the odds of it succeeding are bleak. However, it seems improbable that anyone in the Comara is prepared for such a decisive covert action from the city's prisoners. So the commissar and his people have the element of surprise on their side. Logic test fail? That was J, I think. Oh, damn it. Who are the people under your command? The core of my unit is composed of prisoners from various Astra Militarium regiments and a number of planetary guards. They formed the assault squad that went on a special operation under the Sergeant Vigastes' command, and the rest are common people who had the misfortune of being captured by Xenos, serfs, nobility, administratum clerks, technomats, void workers, monks, anyone who found the courage to take up arms. The only kind you won't find here are heretics, lawbreakers, and cowards. How have you managed to accomplish so much? Every morsel of intelligence we have acquired and every step of progress we have made was paid for in blood and pain. The information about the dying cabal that dreads entering the docks of its enemies and instead moors in an abandoned area was forced out of captive Xenos. The knowledge of the portal was bought in exchange for 1/2 of all the weapons we had stockpiled, and taking that ship cost several lives, each of which was worth more than the whole blasted city. So he doesn't give us the option to survive. That's the problem. I shall join you. The commissar laughs and exclaims approvingly, "My brothers and my sisters in arms, a new fighter has joined our ranks. The Emperor Grace is with us. I have other business to attend to. Farewell and keep the faith. The Emperor protects, brother." Okay, we have 3 more to find. Let's hope this doesn't break our gameplay as last time. Oh, I didn't break it. Good.